Alrighty guys, welcome back to another one. Today we're doing a breakdown on the Cheddite 410 rifled slugs. This is a 2.5 inch shell, 1/4 ounce slug moving 1600 FPS. And the slug pictured on the box looks very familiar to me. Now going over the box here, it does look pretty cool. Red, white, blue, and black. These are marketed towards defense, by the way. It says defense on the box right there. The left side of the box, Cheddite, Italy. These are made in Italy. Back of the box is the same as the front. Good luck stealing these. The bottom of it is a bunch of warnings, and I believe this is Arabic language down there. But guys, there's the box. Nothing really too special. It's just a cool looking little 410 box here. Here's what the shell itself looks like. It is red. Most 410s are typically red. We have a 16mm brass head on it, although it's brass plated steel with a Cheddite CX1000 primer. I'm pretty sure these are Cheddite hulls. Don't know what tells me they are, but I think they are. And the reason I say it's the CX1000 primer is because the CX1000 does have a brass washed primer cup. The CX2000 is copper, and yes, there is a reason I'm covering the top of the shell, and that is because of this right here. Look how tapered that is. That is insane. I have never seen another factory shell look like that, and I have seen my shells look like that with my taper die, the plastic cone thing I used to use. Yeah, it would do that to them if you really gave it a crank. That is insane. Guarantee you that won't have any trouble feeding in an autoloader. Holy cow. But you can see our slug down in there. Now if that slug is what I think it is, then these should be a pretty good option for defense if you want to use them for that, because I think it's the BPI Thug Slug. Those are really accurate. We didn't have great look out of them, but we are using full choke guns, and well, most slugs don't do that well out of full chokes, but that's the only option we had. No one we know has a 410 with a cylinder bore, improved cylinder, or a 410 that takes chokes. We have to get one, I know. But overall, I mean, the shell does look really cool. It does just say Cheddite. No, that says defense. I'm blind. We have Cheddite's logo up here, their little dragon. Rifled slug, 410, 1600 FPS, 1/4 ounce, 2.5 inch. Yeah, again, overall, really nice looking shell. That is so cool to me, how insanely beveled that taper is. Anyway, guys, let's crack this open and have a look at what's inside. Obviously, I'll have to give this one a haircut. There's no way I can unroll that. I'm not even going to try. So, I was wrong. That is not the Thug Slug, although they are extremely close. Look at the hollow point on the top. You can see it's nearly identical. This one is a little bit smaller and more shallow than the Thug Slug is. And obviously we do have different tail wads on them. That one's weird. But this one is, well, that looks completely normal, nothing out of the ordinary. This looks like it was left outside on a hot day. The Cheddite Slug is right here on the left, and you can see it is a little bit smaller than the Thug Slug. And I think they're the same weight, both 1/4 ounce. So yeah, the Cheddite Slug is just a fuzz over 1/4 ounce. BPI Thug Slug is, well, the wind's messing with it, but it's right at 1/4 ounce too. I think the Cheddite actually weighs just a little fuzz more. Yeah, it looks like it might actually be a fuzz more, although it is shorter. Interesting. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it is absolutely about to start pouring the rain. So let's hurry up and try to beat that, shall we? For a charge, we have 14 even of this stuff right here. It's another European style square flake powder I've never seen before. However, the color is really nice. It's like a gunmetal gray, and it's pretty dang shiny. Let's have a better look at it. That is honestly really nice looking powder. And here you go. Once again, it is a sort of gunmetal gray color. Looks really good to me. I wish we could get stuff like that here in the States. That is a very unique looking powder. It's not unique. And as for the shell, well, it doesn't exist anymore. But the part that I have left is obviously straight wall. If this thing would focus, you can kind of see what I was talking about in the Cheddite 28 gauge video. Cheddite small bore hulls have sort of a tall base wad. It's not tapered, it is still straight wall, but I just wanted to actually show that off a little bit better. I should have done it in the 28 gauge video, but you can see the base wad does extend up quite a bit into the rest of the hull. If I remember right, I did actually show that off in that video with a 32 gauge hull, but that pretty much sort of confirms what I thought. All Cheddite small bore hulls have that sort of tall extended base wad. The bottom of it doesn't come up that far, but the sides of it do. Sort of like a Winchester AA HS or Universal Super Target, but not a tapered hull. And it's also pretty thin, whereas those are pretty thick. But anyway, there's our CX1000 primer. Cheddite primers are sealed from the inside, not the outside though. Well, I don't have any Cheddite 410 hulls new primed, but I do have Fiocchi's. So I put it back together in a brand new primed Fiocchi hull, but there you go, guys. It was just done with a BN2, nothing really special, but I think this looks better than the Cheddite ones do, to be honest. Much more traditional, if you want to look at it that way. We don't have that super heavy, weird cone on top of the shell. Just a regular old taper here, although I did kind of hit the Slug with the roll crimp a little bit. But anyway, guys, there is a breakdown on Cheddite's 410 2.5 inch 1/4 ounce rifled slug at 1600 FPS. I hope you enjoyed it, but that's gonna end this one here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.